Hey everyone, have I here been another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. In this video, we are going to be breaking down the AGL Dokkan Festival exclusive Super Saiyan Trunks, and of course, do some fun little team builds along the way. So with that, if you're new to my channel, like, subscribe, comment below, do all that good stuff. Let's go ahead and dive right in. So yeah, we have a new Dokkan Festival exclusive on our way to the 7-year anniversary. And for those who don't know by now, save for the 7-year anniversary. The 7-year anniversary is breaking the current meta, and being global players and having the advantage, you definitely don't want to spend Dragon Stones on units that might not be necessarily fitting in the meta, or it'll take a little while for those units to actually become meta. And this is kind of a unit that's on that list. It doesn't have Kamehameha, it's not a fused fighter, it's not a GT here, it's not all these things that's part of the 7-year anniversary. With that being said, this is a good unit for what it is, what's going on the global version of the game. He has a good leader skill. He has a lot of categories that you can do a lot of game mode effectiveness. You know how I love that. And he's going to rank pretty high on the current list of best teams using this unit here. So just give you guys a heads up on that. However, again, for free-to-play players and low-to-play players, save your Dragon Stones for the 7-year anniversary, or if Saiyan Day Celebration is going to be introducing crazy hype units that could possibly be 200% leader skill, either LRs or TURs with the leader skill, right? So anyway, let's dive into the breakdown. First and foremost, the card art here. I love me that SSR card art. And here's always the funny thing, you know, with Dokkan, the SSR card art, we generally don't see it too often after we summon and get the unit, then we TUR them, but sometimes that SSR art is so much better than TR, and this is one of the cases on here. It's like a SSR LR art that it definitely reminds you of the LR Trunks as well. Now, of course, the TR doesn't look bad. It's just that hair is kind of popping up a little bit and making it look a little odd. Of course, he's going Super Saiyan in a second there, but the other card art with the Super Saiyan, it looks amazing. I just love the SSR art. I wish you can kind of swap and switch between them anytime you want. And you kind of can, but of course you're generally going to be looking at the TUR at all times. Anyway, enough of the card arts here. Let's go ahead and dive into the breakdown. This is the Fate Changing Messenger Teen Trunks here. It is a Super AGL unit and provides in a sense, a new leader skill for the global version of the game in Entrusted Will. Now, this is also the Trunks here is providing a first 170% leader skill for Android Cell Saga. You might go, wait a minute, no, we have 170%, and that's the LR 30% cell, but it's not, because when I say 170%, I'm really referring to the attack percentage, and that percentage is 150 on the LR cell, but this one is the first Android Cell Saga with 170%. So there you have it there. It's actually a really good leader skill, you know, boosting all that up there. So the super attack, Flash Blade, it does raises a defense for 1 turn and causes immense damage to the enemy. I would have loved and would have made this unit incredibly valuable if this was a stacking defensive unit. And I'm wondering why they didn't do that, because the Tech Trunks, you know, has that opportunity and it has that ability. So it would have been nice to see that, and I think again would have made a huge difference in the value of it. Even though it's a very good unit, the value is reduced a little bit, but the team he can build has a lot of stacking. We'll talk about that in a second here on a crazy defensive team that you can run. So, oh, by the way, the leader skill is Ki +3 HP attack and defense, or HP 130 and attack and defense 170. So it does limit HP there, and that is not all that beneficial when it comes to the 7-year anniversary with the introduction of the Ultimate Red Zone. So the passive skill, super high speed technique, is attack and defense 100%, which in this world here is seemingly low for a base, but plus an additional 100% attack and defense when attacking. So that's where it makes up the boost there, and then provides you a great chance of launching 2 additional attacks, and launches another additional attack. It has a great chance, 70% chance of becoming a super attack each time a character attacks 3 times in a battle, and up to once within a turn. So really beneficial, that additional super attack, and then possibly you can even get 3 off if you can get a proc on the hidden potential, right? So that's where this unit here, then you can raise defense on super attacks, and possibly that third one, and that his defense is just going to be incredibly strong. So the active skill here is transforms. The transformation here, you stun a single target and seal the enemy's super attack for 1 turn, and then you can actually activate it after performing 6 or more attacks in a battle, which with this unit here, it's going to be pretty easy to do that. Now, the Link skill is Messenger from Future, Cold Judgment, Royal Lineage, Saiyan Warrior Race. That does change when you transform, Shocking Speed, and Fierce Battle. I guess with the Shocking Speed here and then the EZA to LR Trunks is going to be okay, but I still would have preferred Prepare for Battle versus Shocking Speed here, because there's a lot of other units that could be benefiting from that. So anyway, categories, the very strong point when it comes to the categories for this Trunks. It has a lot of teams that you can run for Super Battle Road, Extreme Super Battle Road, and it includes all these categories here, but I'll talk about the participating categories on that form of endgame, and that's Hybrid Saiyans, Future Saga, Time Travelers, Vegeta's Family, Android Cell Saga, Saviors, Master Bond Disciple, Battle Wits, Super Saiyan Transformation Boost, and Trusted Will. Stats are pretty solid at 16.6, 17.3, and 11,000 for defense. Now let's talk about the transformation, which is interesting what they did here. When you transform, you lose an incredible ability in that additional attack, and I'm not sure why they ended up doing that. And then you get your additional 100% to attack defense when you actually super attack versus regular attack. It doesn't really matter in that end, because generally speaking, you're going to get a super attack off with this unit here, generally speaking, right? And the super attack here, it increases the attack, so greatly raises attack and defense this time versus just increasing defense, which is a 30% boost on the non-transformation, and now it's a 50% boost to the attack multiplier and the defense, so that's a improvement there. But the passive skills where it is very confusing, right? So attack and defense 100% stays the same. It would have been smart for them to maybe increase that by maybe 20%, even 10% would have been fine. And then you have a great chance to perform a critical hit, which is 70% chance is really high. So I do like that benefit there. And then performs a critical hit once only. Basically, once you transform, boom, it's a guaranteed crit, and then afterwards it's 70% chance, and then an additional attack and defense 100% when performing a super attack, as kind of mentioned before. Now, you do get some additional boost here if a enemy is debuffed, and that's going to be a plus an additional 50% when the target enemy is attack down or defensive down status. And then you get additional 50% when the enemy is either stunned or sealed. And that's very powerful if you can stun or seal. For long events, that's going to be an issue. But for example, like Super Battle Road here, this is going to be very strong if you can, debuff certain units or certain enemies. Now, you do also have a high chance to stun the attack enemies for 2 turns, which that's important there for 2 turns, because you want to have that opportunity to continue to stun them over and over again. But the biggest issue is when all allies attacking in the same turn are Android Cell Saga characters only. So you only get that buff if you're running a Android Cell Saga team, or you're going to make a mismatch and then have a particular rotation be all that. But you don't want to risk that. Generally, it's going to be an Android Cell Saga. So I mentioned before the, Saiyan Lineage is the one. Saiyan Warrior Race changes to Super Saiyan. Everything else, of course, stays the same. And I kind of mentioned this before. It's like, they remove the additional attacks. Now you're gonna definitely just put a bunch of additional attack on here on the hidden potential system. But like transforming, and you're gonna be missing out. You're really not boosting that much unless you're setting up the enemies for debuffs. And if you're not gonna do that, there's really no reason to actually to transform. Now, here's the thing: you are going to seal a particular target right when you transform. Thus, you're going to be having all this damage in that one transformation. But let's say you're doing a long event, you might not be able to debuff a character or debuff an enemy, thus making these buffs, these additional attack 50% on each a mute point. So that becomes a problem there, and I wish they didn't do that. I wish they would have just kept this, right? This easily could have kept the launches additional attack with a great chance of becoming a super attack every time the character attacks 3 times in a battle, right? Or just remove that and just, you know, launches a additional attack with a great chance of becoming a super attack. I wish they just added that or kept that on there, and I think would have made the transformation a lot better. So anyway, let's talk about team builds and really the usefulness for this unit here. And that's one for me, of course. I like to do game mode effectiveness, and you see here he can do category Super Battle Roads, Hybrid Saiyans, Future Saga, Time Travelers, Saviors, Vegeta's Family, Super Saiyans, Transformation Boost. They can build some solid enough teams. Some of these are a little bit difficult, but solid enough teams for you to complete those Super Battle Roads with items. Some you can do without items. And then Extreme Super Battle Roads, Hybrid Saiyans, Future Saga, and Transformation Boost. So strong, yet I think fun, the teams are that you can build here. And you're going to see this as a leader a lot more than some of these other introductions, some of these other units. So let's talk about team builds here. So the first team, I just say, hey, you know, if you just focus on super units in the Entrusted Will and Android Cell Saga, this is kind of a mismatch of a bunch of different units you can run. The only LR I forgot to put on here is LR Bardock, but I always try to forget LR Bardock because I summon from so much on here. But the EZA LR Bardock you can run on this team, and a bunch of other units as well. Of course, the physical EZA to the LR Trunks generally has not happened yet, but should happen in the celebration, so we should expect that. And I just didn't put a Z on next to that the physical LR Trunks. But look at this, the rotation here. So this team here, I'm actually putting the Trunks as a floater, right? So both Trunks is a floater, and you're going to be running MUI Goku and UI Goku, right? So those two in one rotation, so you have a dodging opportunity on both. And then of course the int UI Goku is so good with the stacking ability and the dodging ability, but then of course when he transforms, he becomes like the best unit in the game, kind of in that factor, because he does so much. But then you have the other rotation in the Super Saiyan LR Trunks, dynamic Goku Trunks, or not Trunks, LR Goku, and the AGL Gohan there, right? So those can be a nice rotation. Huge problem when it comes to these teams here, you're going to see is there's lack of support, especially on the super side there, as you can see as the Hybrid Saiyan. If you're going to run a Hybrid Saiyan team, which I'll show you in a bit, you can run the Strength Trunks there, but right now I'm using the Future Trunks super physical EZA unit. It's an old unit, man. It's one of like the first EZAs way back in the day. So a bunch of options you can run here. Now this is a super team. You can run an extreme team. Of course, Trunks is an extreme, but the rest you can run as an extreme team here. It's not going to function as well against Trunks. Is going to be the floater on this, and you can, you know, run the good old androids here with the Dr. Dro and 19. So, and then you can run a Cell. And then you can even have Garlic Jr. on this because he's on Entrusted Will. So a little bit of options, but it's not going to be very cohesive because you don't really have a support unit for Trunks. But Trunks, like I said, is going to be on a floater, so it kind of doesn't matter there. Now, if you're going to be running Extreme, I recommend you guys probably go more toward the Android Cell Saga, so you can kind of buff up the tech androids, right, on that rotation. So you kind of have like a double support here with the Strength Cell and the Android 18. And if you want to go Super Cell Saga, this is kind of a different approach here. The biggest problem here, no support for Android Cell Saga. Not that I know of. Like, I'm trying to think of any other support, but generally speaking, you don't have a support unit for a super class Android Cell Saga. They really probably should create something for some support for these two categories here. Now, a really, really good team that you can run is kind of a full defensive team. Again, no support here, but all these units stack except for Trunks. So, yeah, super, super strong. So if you're running long events and things of that nature, you can even run extreme units on here. stacking ability is super strong. Now here's the thing, because it's stacking, you're probably not gonna take that much damage, so this guy might not ever transform. So if I were to took him out, you might want to kind of replace it with, when I say defense, you can, you know, of course, add some damage mitigation units on there, as you can see down below there. Of course, dodging with MUI Goku, but you do have quite a bit of choices when it comes to damage mitigation units in EZA Future Gohan, the Heart Virus Goku, which is a fantastic unit, and then you know, the one finger Goku there, so Super Saiyan Goku there. Now, of course, most people would say, okay, if I'm going to run this, I definitely can run Hybrid Saiyan's team. And yes, you can absolutely run a Hybrid Saiyan's team. It's going to work fairly good. And, you know, for me, actually, what the heck? Are you kidding me? So so there's a huge screw up here. Let me go back right here. I can't believe I left him off on here. Hybrid Saiyans, boom. Really, I should just be putting him like in one of these spots here, right? So let's go ahead and move Gohan on here. For some reason, I left him off the list. It was a noticeable omission there, so let's go ahead and add them on here. But Hybrid Saiyans is a fun team that you can run. You can, you know, focus on damage. You can do defense, a lot of different things. You can run a support, 40% support here, so you do have the option to do that. You can run a double support with the future Trunks, and it works out really well. And finally, this probably becomes one of the a little bit more useful Vegeta Families team using Trunks here. You know, during the next celebration, the Saiyan Day celebration, when the Blue Vegeta comes around for Pure Saiyans, that's going to be probably the best, you know, Vegeta family team that you can actually run. Oh, it's actually, that's going to be for Vegetas only, not for Hybrid Saiyans here. So yeah, this will be probably a little bit with, you know, you got one Vegeta here and you got the rest Trunks, but hey, that Strength Vegeta is still very strong. So definitely you can run a Vegeta's family team with this. You know, other variations I'm sure I missed out on, and that's pretty much about it. I can kind of go on and on, but you know, you definitely build some more teams when it comes to like Future Saga, Time Travelers, even, you know, I don't know if you can build a full Saviors team. That, yeah, you can. I'm sorry, that's why I have them on the list. So full Saviors team there. Vegeta's family, Super Saiyans, Transformation Roots, things of that nature. So all good stuff, man. All good stuff that you can run here. And tell me what your favorite team on this list here, or you have something different, is like Vegeta's family, Hybrid Saiyans, a full defensive team, right? Android Cell Saga Super, Android Cell Saga Extreme team, or just a general Super team. Let me know in the comment section below. But anyway, that's the full breakdown for this unit here. Happy hunting. Good luck summoning on this unit, and for those who are free to play and are low to play, just stay away. Just log in every day until either Saiyan Day comes around, check out those units, and then July, right? So play Elden Ring or something. So with that, Bamco Namco still makes Bandai Namco still makes money, right? So with that, if you're new to my channel, like, subscribe, comment below, do all that good stuff. Thank you for watching. And yeah, keep on Dokkaning. We'll catch you next time. Later.